She overheard the following exchanges of chit-chat from every quarter, but couldn't quite make head or tail out of what the substantive content of these interlocutions touched upon, or what they related to, much less why their subject matter, if indeed there was any to speak of, was being verbally disseminated from pillar to post. Enal meenal mayayai, Zergnyuk boohoos lit pop pop, remarked a reserved-looking scholarly gentleman with a fastidiously waxed Fu Manchu and a mangy little chin puff. Zatke mushi mushi, garnischtske schwanzen gorkel bubengegen, agreed the ex-Nazi, whilst absently clicking his heels in time to the speed bumps. Oi oi oi, said one of the ladies, shaking her head reproachfully. Nul gesorch, wird flerflem bejinkeljunk, interjected the chauffeur, also shaking his head with stern displeasure, albeit with a far more forceful show of conviction than the lady, as if he'd just borne witness to something grievously offensive, the grim and sordid details of which he had no desire whatsoever to acknowledge, much less dissertate upon, in mixed company. Znoxy schnoop yoy, spam blam gaboom blah blah, declared a tallish woman with sideburns, who'd all the while been casting appraising looks at Melody. As if on cue, a visiting professor from the astromusicology department at Pimpleton State put in his own 2 cents worth. Blurvel knippen Ogschnitt gloop, he insinuated, with an air of Olympian detachment. Boy knick-knackle boom bloobs leech. Whereupon, a nubile young graduate student from the Department of Feline Transgender Studies picked up where the prof had left off. Zex bloink id humpty jumpty doten. Yet nick nyoink nidge. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody aboard the vehicle, with the sole exception of our fair-haired heroine, burst into a round of seemingly ill-natured snorts and guffaws in response to the grad student's supposedly witty repartee. Melody felt herself punctured by a sharp pang of envy, much in the way that a fat and stupid American tourist feels when confronted with all the identifying features of a superior culture. Unable to understand a single word of what these people were comparing notes on, our heroine, what with her heavy baggage of free-floating anxieties, defense strategies, persecution complexes, delusions of grandeur, paranoid ideations, what have you, feared that she was, in all probablehood, the primary object of their deliberations. She sensed somehow that Garrett and his cohorts were hashing over some strongly worded, highly opinionated, if not outright sulphurously scathing critiques apropos of what they undoubtedly presupposed to be her dangerously compromised ethico-moral propensities. Unable to defend herself against all these perceived slights in reference to her integrity of character, soundness of mind, and overall trustworthiness, the existence or non-existence of which, seeing as she had no prior knowledge of the language being spoken in her presence, she was unable to prove or disprove one way or the other. She tried turning deaf ears to the escalating chatter that was crescendoing to a feverish pitch of commotion everywhence. But, alas, to no avail.